Hey guys, it's Derek here from Pacific Coast Auto Japan, and we're taking a look at a Volkswagen Polo, which is Lupo Polo Golf for their hatchbacks. So it's the middle-size hatchback. I guess there's also the Volkswagen Up that came out a little bit after this, but at the time that this one came out, those were the three that were available. This one has 62,000 kilometers, so it's bought from auction here in Japan, and we're going to be exporting this one over to Ireland. So what's cool about this one is it has a 1.4 liter turbocharged engine with direct injection and lots of fun emissions things. So you get good fuel economy on the car. I don't know about the power wise because I haven't driven one. I do have a chance to drive this one, but usually don't have enough time to drive the cars. It would be very interesting for me to check it out though, because I have never actually taken a look at one of these. The engine itself sounds really noisy, but modern engines typically have that, especially due to the direct injection. And I don't have a basis of comparison for this engine because this is my first 1.4 turbo engine that I've seen. So let's see if we can take the hood prop down. That was more difficult than it should have been. Coolant, typical Volkswagen style, is in a circular canister and the oil looks good. Okay, lower the hood here. Boop. Give you a quick look at the car, and I think it's a nice aggressive looking small hatchback, and I think that these are pretty popular in most countries in the world. We don't have the Polo in Canada or the USA, and so to me it's a little bit extra special. I'm sorry, I said 1.4 liter, it's a 1.2 liter. Somebody probably already got a chance to write in the comments, no it's not, and to that person I say I'm sorry. Okay, so a 2013 Volkswagen Polo TSI. This one here's the Comfort line, and I'm sorry, I don't know the Polo enough to know what the Comfort line has over the other models. It's an auction grade 4 with an interior B, 62,812 kilometers, automatic transmission. The auto transmission in this is a little bit strange. It might be something like a CVT or something, because it doesn't quite shift like a regular automatic does. And then the sheet is pretty clean, no sales points, no notes, and then various scratches, dents, and paint stains. So paint stain is like when a bird poops on your car and you don't wash it off right away, like what's going to happen to my personal van because a bird pooped on it and I didn't clean it off yet this week. Okay, looking at the body here, we have A1 scratches in a number of places here. A1 is usually really small, something that you can buff out, something you wouldn't have to worry about. But in this case, one of them, at least one of them, you won't be able to buff out. This one right here above the headlight. Okay, and then if you take a look at how that is on the auction sheet here, you can see there's nothing that's marked there, so it may be something that happened in transport, we just don't know, or at the auction house. You can see there, they did say there was another A1 in this area. That's this one right here. And then looking down the side panel, it's generally pretty clean. There's really no dents. There's one that's maybe like 1 millimeter on this side. Otherwise, very nice. This is spider webs. The spider has come and attacked my car. I showed the movie Spider-Man to my son, the old one with Tobey Maguire. He decided to rent it at the movie rental shop, which is funny because apparently those don't exist. They do here in Japan, but he loved the movie, and so I'm thinking about Spider-Man all the time now. He keeps asking me to make him climb up the walls. Okay, so condition-wise, back to the condition of the car. Condition-wise, very good condition. It's a 2013, and so it hasn't had much time to be damaged. A lot of the 2013 cars here in Japan are going to be one-owner cars. Okay, and I'll show you the interior as soon as we're done the walk around here and condition check. AC works. Actually, everything that I could check works well. Excuse me, getting sick. Okay, I do like the look of this front lip. And I just like Volkswagens in general, that's why I own one myself. I think Volkswagen was one of the first companies to go with aggressive style headlights with the lens, with cool things inside, with the Mark IV. I can remember when that car first came out, how enamored I was with the design of it. Which is funny because it's a pretty basic design car by today's standards. I think the taillights look cool. The taillights light up like a dot here and then a boomerang here. And so in Japanese, that's the character for the N letter, like N. And so whenever we see them, it always reminds me of that. This is a little bit weird. I was looking for a way to open the back, and I was like, no, is this like a 1970s or 1980s car where you have to use the key and there's no exterior pop? But you actually push this and then lift it, well, hopefully lift it up. That didn't seem to work. Oh, yes it did. Okay, trunk is bigger than the Lupo, but smaller than the Golf. And this is kind of fun. Take a look. This one comes up, but then once you bring it up, it stays up. Because you can see it has these little notchy things that hold it in place. And then you just push it up or down. So, good engineering. Thanks, guys. You guys did a good job with that. Down underneath here is an extra spot, and then this is typically where a tire would go, but I believe this one is run flats, and that's why you have the run flat kit there and the air pump. Run flat tires, cuz German car. Alright, close that up. Let's go into the back seats before the front seats. We're switching it up today. The doors, relatively small. An interior volume. I suppose it's fair for the size of the car. This seat is in my seating position, which is fairly far back compared to most people, I would say. And so, step in here. There is a nice little cutout in the seat to fit your people in here, but it's not a lot of space in the back. There's a peek at the dashboard, and for a micro car, you get a nice high quality feel to the dashboard and the switch gear and all of that. So this vehicle uses premium gasoline only, and so you do have to think about that. You're gonna have to look up what the fuel economy is. I imagine that it's really good. On the back it says Blue Earth technology, or something that makes it sound like it's fuel efficient. And these super minis, especially in this era, like 2013 until now, have become really fuel efficient, especially compared to vehicles from about 15 years ago. Okay, get inside. So steering wheel is nice. I like this bottom spoke, how it's see-through there. I kind of want to put something in here, but don't put your fingers in, you get stuck. Okay, just joking. These are the kind of jokes that my son really likes, and so if you don't like dad jokes, I'm sorry. Okay, so I like how the red line there looks a little extra cool. I guess I like it, and I like how the two gauges, you get the two things that you need, and then you have a multi-display in the middle for something else. Comes with CD player. AC is nice and cold, which is great. It's unbelievably hot in here right now. In fact, this is gonna be a bit gross, but take a look at how sweaty my face is, because 33 degrees today plus like 150% humidity. You just sweat within seconds of being outside, and I got to be out for like 4 hours. This is even the first car of the day that I'm reporting. Okay, it says DSG. I guess that's why it sounds like it's doesn't feel like a standard automatic transmission, because it's not. It's a DSG transmission. This gives you better fuel economy, but doesn't feel as good to drive. Shifting is good. You can also shift yourself mode if you're down, but no steering wheel paddles or anything. It's just a shifter style. No ashtray in here, which is a little bit weird because there's a cigarette lighter. Usually the cars that are maybe I'm missing the ashtray. Is it hidden or something? Not that I can tell. Usually the cars that have no ashtray will just have a cap in there, and they won't pay to have a cigarette lighter put in. Auxiliary in. That's cool to have that stock, especially for us iPod and Android lovers these days. Okay, lots of airbags in it. Move that up. I like the seats. I don't absolutely love them, but I like them. I always like Volkswagen seats. All right. So there it is, Volkswagen Polo. My first one that we've sold of the Volkswagen Polo. So hope you enjoyed this walk around. If you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and have a nice day.